my name is Vina, aka Miss WOCReader, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you guys a few of my favorite cookbooks. So, for I would say about the past year now, I've been trying to get more into cooking at home and really discovering what I like to cook in the kitchen. So, part of the reason why I decided to get more into cooking was I needed to save up some money. Like you guys know, last year I was unemployed, I was going through a lot of stuff. It was a time, and so I was trying to save some money by making sure I cook at home more rather than spending out all the time. And also, it's just good to pick up other hobbies and learn different things. So I started doing a little bit more cooking, reading blogs, like watching videos on YouTube and following along, making dishes that I know I can easily make quick and enjoy. And I will say during the summer this year, I fell off a little bit because just back and forth, like with work every day, settling into a new job, being around all these different shops, it was kind of easier to just like buy something like nearby while I'm out and about. But now, since we're in fall, I'm trying to get more into just cooking something big that I can have for multiple days, whether it's soups. Soups is a big one. I like soups because you can freeze them if you don't want it all right away and then bring them out later on a day when you really need to. Whether it's cooking casseroles, I also love a good casserole. And just trying some of like the different foods that I've eaten at various restaurants and making them at home. So I got a subscription this past year for free for Food and Wine magazine. It's pretty easy actually to get magazine subscriptions like this. If you Google free issue of Food and Wine, I'm sure you can find a link to a site that'll give you like a year's worth for $0, because they really do want people to read more of these in print. So I have like a whole stack of Food and Wine between this year and last year, just getting free subscriptions. So many great recipes in here. Highly recommend it. They also have a website as well, which I will link in the description box. A lot of great recipes on their site as well to recreate. So I've been trying different recipes in Food and Wine, seeing what ones I can do without buying so many ingredients, because I think that's the most intimidating part of cooking. Feeling like you have to get all these different ingredients just to make one dish. So I've been trying to research more dishes that use a lot of the same ingredients over and over again. This one is Caribbean Vegan. I bought it back in 2020, and we actually took it when we went to Guyana back in 2023. We took it with us because they had this really cool recipe in here for like these beachside fish tacos, and like they made them with green soursop. And when I first told my family about it, they're like, cooking with soursop? But like, because they're so used to like, it's a fruit, you juice it, and that's how they usually have it. But the soursop fish tacos actually came out really great. It's just that soursop is very expensive when it makes its way up to the States, and around here, like when we do find soursop, it'll be like $30 from one fruit. So fresh soursop is something we have to enjoy when we're away. But there's a lot of all other great dishes in here as well. My mother is vegetarian, so since she doesn't eat meat, it was good to have a recipe that has all, like a book that has all different types of Caribbean meals, but making them meat-free. So it has everything from breadfruit chips to avocado salad to it actually has doubles and different curries, which is great. So there's little recipes from various islands here, and it's been a great resource. This one is Black Food by Bryant Terry, and we actually got this from the library 2 years ago. Yeah, I believe it was 2 years ago. So we found out that they were having a discussion about this book at one of the local library branches, and they were also doing it as a part of a promotion where you got tickets to Longwood Gardens. Well, my mom had been wanting to go to Longwood Gardens forever. Longwood Gardens is like maybe like an hour from here where I am. I think it's like an hour outside of Philly as well. And it's just like this big garden destination. I still haven't been. My mom has been, I think, twice now. But anyway, she really, really wanted to go. She had never been before, and they were giving out free tickets as a part of a promotion with various Pennsylvania libraries. So this was one of the books in discussion. We pulled up and we were like the only Black people there. It was interesting because like people tried to make dishes from the book for the discussion too. And my mom, being, even though we hadn't read the book, we were able to glance through it, and being familiar with a lot of the ingredients talked about here, and you know, being Black, we were able to participate in the discussion and add more insight. So that was an interesting experience. But there's a lot of great stories and great recipes in here. A lot of cooks that I recognize. Some are chefs, some are just more amateur cooks who grew to love cooking during the pandemic. And I like that it has dishes from all over. So there are African dishes in here. There's African American dishes. You have Joycelyn Cinnamon Roll Pound Cake by Joycelyn Delk Adams. She is Grandbaby Cakes, and I've been following her for a couple of years. I still haven't made any of her cakes yet, but I just love watching her do her thing in the kitchen. And one day, I plan on making one of her desserts. And they had doubles, which are a favorite, which my mom and I keep saying we want to eventually make doubles at home because we always buy them and it's more expensive to buy them. But it's like a little bit of extra work. Like, we could make it all at home. We just like paying other people, and it's harder to get where we are. Yeah, these Jamaican style Aki and Callaloo patties by Tal Lake Off. Like, I actually started following Tal Lake Off because she was cooking all these different patty recipes during the pandemic. So this is like a full circle moment to see her in a cookbook, and it was just something she was doing for fun to feed herself, and it's a vegan friendly dish. So yeah, this is a great cookbook if you just want some unique stories, but you also want some unique dishes from across the diaspora. And then this is Cartier Brown's Way Home. I was gifted this, so shout out to the person who did gift me this. I can't remember, I think I got it at the beginning of this year, but I was like determined to actually utilize it since somebody was kind enough to gift it to me. And so far I have used it a couple of times. Like, I made the curry chicken pot pie earlier this year during the colder months. I really liked that. And I've now made the crab rice twice for my family, and they've really enjoyed it. This is such a simple but very flavorful dish. I put my own little spin on it. Instead of using Carolina Gold rice, I've just been using like a mixed wild rice, and that's worked out pretty well. I think this is a recipe that you can very easily tweak. The last time I made it, I added some shrimp because crab meat is kind of expensive around here, so I did a little bit less than a pound of crab meat and then added some shrimp to kind of like beef it up a little bit. But Cartier is she has such a fun personality, and she just has some really amazing low country dishes. If you've never seen her show on the Food Network, I recommend checking it out. I follow her, and like my mouth is always watering when I see her across my feed. But yeah, if you want like more home style feel good food, she has so many great recipes, and I believe she has a new cookbook coming out soon. This is one that I got on sale, and I knew I got it on sale I think during the Prime Day earlier this year, and I knew I had to get it because I had been eyeing this since last year. This is Bodega Bakes. It is by Paola Velez, and I thought it was just interesting that she made a cookbook full of various desserts that you could make mostly using ingredients from your bodega. Now, she's a pastry chef, so there's a couple of ingredients here that like I had to source from some nicer places, but for the most part, like, it takes flavors that are very much like things I can find in my neighborhood, like guava paste, which is a big one. Like I have a bodega on almost every corner around here, so a lot of the stuff that she utilizes for the recipes here I can find in those spots. And I love like the unique mix of Caribbean flavors, but then like more elevated techniques. She has some really cool ones in here that I'm excited to try, and I think now that the weather is getting cooler, I think that I'm gonna have more energy and I won't mind being in the hot kitchen, so I'm gonna try my hand at it. Like, I thought like the rum punch cake looks like really good, so that's something that I'm interested in trying my hand at. I think that would just be a really cool dish to make. Might make it for like a holiday just to test it out on the family, because I'm always looking to do something just a little bit different. And there's like a recipe for like lemon wrinkle cookies in here that my best friend and I want to make when our schedules can finally align. So I can see myself getting some good use out of this to just make some unique but very flavorful desserts. So those are a few cookbooks like that are in my collection, and I have a bookshop.org page where I have some other Black cookbooks linked, and I will link that in the description box down below if you are interested in getting your own Black cookbooks. Maybe you're going along your cookbook journey, because like I said, I'm in the season of trying to embrace different foods, different things. Right now, like after I finish this video, I plan on trying my hand at date me chicken, which was one of my goals for fall. But yeah, let me know in the comment section if you have a favorite recipe you like making, or if you have a favorite cookbook that you think I should check out, or if you have a favorite like food blogger that you think I should check out. I will leave a couple more of the ones that I follow on like Instagram and stuff in the description box below for you too. And if you like this video, make sure and hit that like button. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!